organs, which we also call articulators in English. Now we have number one, pharynx. It's commonly called the throat. Now it's a passageway of air from the nasal cavity. Now and also from the oral cavity. This is our oral cavity and this is our nasal cavity. But the pharynx is the throat. All right. It is just a passageway of air from the nasal cavity, then back to the oral cavity as well. Now, the next one is the pharynx. Very soon, I'm going to be showing you the diagram of our speech organs. All right. Now, the pharynx is the part of the respiratory system. It is also a hollow tube, about 4 to 5 centimeter in length and in width. Okay. Now, the larynx allows air pass from the throat, which is our pharynx, to your trachea. The trachea is the windpipe. Now your larynx is also called voice box, voice box, and the larynx is very reason why we all are able to make sounds. You can see the importance of the larynx. It is called the voice box also. Without the larynx, I don't believe anybody can make sounds. I mean speech sounds. Now the next I'll be going to is our palate. Now the palate is what we call the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth. Now the palate is made up of two. We have the hard palate. Now when you move your tip of your tongue backward and lick it backward. Now you after your alveolar, which is holding your teeth socket, what you have is the hard part. Now that hard part is what we call the hard palate. It is immobile. It cannot move. Now the hard palate is immobile and it is hard bony place located in the roof of the mouth. Now while the other palate is called the soft palate. The soft palate, when you lick, as I said earlier, the tip of the tongue, which is also the apex of your tongue, when you move it or lick your roof of the mouth backward, after the hard immobile place that I said is hard palate, the next one is soft tissue. That is your soft palate, and it's also known as your velum. I believe you've gotten that. Now, this is your velum after the hard palate. The velum is also known as the soft palate. Now, the soft palate blocks the airflow. That's the function. The soft palate, which is the velum, blocks the airflow from the mouth during speech. That is what it does. Now, another one I'm talking about is your nasal cavity. The nasal cavity, it helps us in pronouncing and producing the speech, nasal speech sounds, like the sound m from the word man. Another one is n sound, which where we have our nets. Then the nasal cavity is large, air-filled space. All right, you cannot see it is inside now, but it's above and behind your nose, right? The nasal cavity is above and behind your nose, in the middle of the face. Are you getting my point? Now, what does the nasal cavity do? It provides passage for the inhaled air from the nostril to the pharynx. I repeat that again. The nasal cavity is in between our face and is above our nose. Are you getting my point? Now, the function of the nasal cavity is that it provides passage for inhaled air. Now, for the inhaled air from the nasal to the pharynx. And I told you the nasal cavity helps us to producing the nasal sound, mi sound, ni sound, and ing on the word sing. Before you reach g sound, you have ing. Are you listening? Now, another speech organ that we want to mention this evening is glottis. Now, the glottis is a valve. Glottis is the valve between the lungs and the mouth, because the mouth is our oral cavity. Now, glottis opens for the production of sounds. It opens, glottis can open for sound to come out into the windpipe. I told you earlier that the windpipe is the trachea. Are you getting my point? So the glottis also help air. Are you getting my point? Now it can open for the production of sound into the windpipe, which I called the trachea the other time. Now I want to mention something. That trachea I've been mentioning is a long U-shaped tube. Like this is U, your U's alphabet. Now the trachea, which is the windpipe. Are you getting my point? Now the trachea is connected to the larynx and to the lung. The trachea is connected to the larynx and to the lungs. Now don't forget that I said the trachea is your windpipe. Then the next I want to talk about, I've been mentioning it, but I want to talk a little about it, is your oral cavity. The oral cavity is the mouth. What do we use our mouth or the oral cavity to do? Now, it modifies sounds. The mouth, the oral cavity modifies sounds that is produced to create a range of sound or to create a range of sound. Now, that's the first function of the oral cavity. Oral cavity modifies the sounds that is produced to create a range of sounds. It modifies that sounds. Now, the next function of the oral cavity is that the oral cavity receives food. We eat with our oral cavity, we eat with our mouth, and it prepares the food for what? Digestion. Two functions of our oral cavity: it modifies sound to create a range of speech sounds, and two, it takes in food or receives food and prepares it for what? Digestion. Now, very quickly, I would like to talk about something. I'll wrap up this board now, and I will treating our talking about. Let me talk about the tongue before I leave. The tongue, the teeth, and our lips. Now, look at our lips. Very, very obvious. It's apparent. It's out. They are outside. They are the upper lip and the lower lip. Now, the two lips produce bilabial sounds. Are you getting my point? Now, such as the sound from the word pipe, polaris, pillar. Now, we also have the sound from the word bat, breathe, buy, and the likes. So, now, those two sounds and b are the bilabial sound because they are produced with our two lips, the upper lip and the lower lip. Now we also have the teeth. It is the whitish, you know, what would I call it now? Whitish structures. Yes, that's our teeth. Now the teeth helps in producing the dental sounds. What are the dental sounds? That um, teeth. We have labiodental sound because the teeth alone cannot produce sounds. Now the lip, the lower lip, and the teeth must merge or touch each other to produce what we call labiodental. Now, look at me. I'm producing face. Now, the word fight for fragile frog. Now, they're produced from the consonant sound. Okay, while the the very first one I just gave you now is the voiceless labiodental consonant sound, while the v is the voiced labiodental consonant sound. Let me give you that. We have v. Is there from v, from the word vegetable, valve, video. Okay, we have that voiced labiodental alveolar sound. I mean labiodental sound. Permit me. Pardon me. Now I want to talk about the tongue again. The tongue is made up of three parts, very, very important. We have the tip tongue, it's also known as the apex tongue. We also have the body, our body, the body of the tongue, okay, is made up of superior surface, That superior surface is rough, can see for our taste bud. Then we also have the base is attached, okay, to the other, organ. Now this base is smoother than the body. Okay, the body tongue is rough. Do you understand? Now, can you quickly remind me the alveolar sound? Don't tell me you have forgotten so quickly. The alveolar sound we have t produced by your tip tongue and the alveolar ridge. Okay, and I told you earlier that the alveolar ridge is the very, it's kind of little bony structure you have immediately after your teeth socket. Now look at the upper teeth. Move the tip tongue backward a little and produce the sound d, d, d from the word dog. You have your tip tongue will touch your alveolar ridge. D, d. That is your alveolar ridge. All right. Now I want to quickly go to the difficult consonant sounds in English. Now we have 24 consonant sounds, but I'll be taking just the difficult consonant sound today. Now I'll rub up this board and take difficult consonant sound. Why? Because most learners do find that consonant difficult. All right, that's why I'm going to be focusing on those difficult consonant sounds. Now we have these sounds. All right, I call them difficult. I believe you can see that consonant sounds. Now, the first one, pardon, the first consonant sound, look at, let me write it here. All right, you have the word judge, judge, judge. This is the sound. You also have its inherent ear, judge. Look at the sound, consonant sound. We also have another one. We have ch. This sound, all right, look up very well. This sound, we have this word inherent, this sound, inherent in words like church. Now don't let me hear you call it church anymore, right? It's church. I'm going to my church. I'm going to my church. Now you have it this way. Can you see the transcription? Church. Can you see church? Now we also have it in the word chair. Chair. Alright. We also have it in the word shark. Shark. Alright. Now that is our second difficult consonant sound. We also have this sound. Can you see the way it is written? Alright. In the word measure. Measure. I'll transcribe this as, alright, measure, measure. This is the sound, okay? Also in treasure, treasure, like treasure. Alright. Then we quickly go to the sound. This sound, look at this sound. We have this word, this sound, this speech sound, this particular speech sound in the word like yes. It is not yes, yes. It is yellow, yellow, yellow. All right. Then we have this sound. All right. that looks like theta in mathematics. All right, see, let me take it again. T. Now this sound, don't forget, is made up of words from th, any word from th that sound like t. All right, look at this word, tick, tick. This is the sound here. This th, of course, it sounds like t. But if it sounds like d, like d, you transcribe it this way. Can you see? D. Father. Father is my father. The father. Alright. Mother. This sounds like D. So this will go for it. Then we also have another sound. This sound. Let me take it again, pardon me. Now this sound, look at it. This sound is inherent in words like shell. Can you show me the way? The SH word that sound as in shirts, shirts, show, shirts, show, like that. This is the sound, the speech sound. All right. Which other difficult sound do we have? All the remaining, such as K sound, D, they are not as difficult as those ones I just treated. Now, there's one last one I must mention. Is a Nasal sound. This sound is a Nasal sound. Look up. You have words like sing. You have the word, the sound here. Look up. When we transcribe it, we have this sound before your D sound. This is the sound. The nasal sound. This sound is the third nasal sound. The three nasal sounds we have are me sound, ni sound, and ing. Can you see the three nasal sounds? Alright, we have this word in sing, ring. As a matter of fact, we also have this sound in think, think, think. When you transcribe think, you have th that sound like t. Don't forget that. You have this th that sound like t. We go for this consonant sound that I just treated. I called it difficult consonant sound. This is one of it. Now, this is one of the consonant, difficult consonant sound. Th that sound like t, like t. Now, the it sound, you have in before the k sound. So you have think, 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 think. Before you get to the k sound, you have your mm, mm, is a nasal sound. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtain into this lesson. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that you enjoyed today's lesson and I want to appreciate, I want to thank you to you. I really have so see you then till next lesson. You must subscribe to my channel for more of my English classes. So thank you. Bye. See you there.